Hi guys, I am back in Istanbul. I was away in Kenya for like 2 months. For those of you who don't know, I'm originally Kenyan. I was born in Kenya, I grew up in Kenya, so I went for like holiday for 2 months. Alhamdulillah, it was the best time. It was like good weather, but now we are back in Istanbul in the cold weather. Like it was not snowing for the last 2 winters, and it snowed, and it was beautiful. I was amazed. I was excited to see snow after a long time. But anyways, this video is not about snow, but rather about how to shop wholesale in Turkey. And I wanted to do this video in Kenya, but then I was babysitting most of the time. I was like, I cannot remove my camera because them kids are gonna break my camera and it's expensive. So now that we are in my space, in the like chill space, no noise, no watoto, no makelele, we can make this video. So first things first, coming to Istanbul, the one thing I was so surprised that some actually this video is from your comments and sometimes the phone calls I have with clients. Some clients think coming to Istanbul is not safe. Some think it's very strict, it's very Islamic, like you will be you'll be actually your hands will be cut if you steal. There's nothing like that. Istanbul, actually, I think they're Muslims, but they follow secular laws. So it's a free country. You can come here. You don't need to wear hijab. You don't need, unless you're going to the masjid. If you're visiting the mosques and some places where you need to wear scarf, there's scarves there you can buy or you can wear. Other than that, it's a simple country, very interesting, very historical. You don't have to worry about anything. About safety, most of the time in Istanbul, actually, it's relatively safe unless you find yourself in the ghettos. But the normal places where there's tourists, it's very safe actually, and they really value tourists, and they put like tourist police. There's like police in most of the touristic area, and which the most touristic area is the Fatih district, and that's why I advise most of my clients, if you are coming to Istanbul, stay in Fatih district, because there it's the center. Like if there's anything, there's tourist police, they speak English, you can be helped, and it's not as boring. So if you are coming to Istanbul strictly, especially for the first time, if you're coming to Istanbul for wholesale shopping, just stay in the district of Fatih or in Beyoğlu, in mostly Beyoğlu, Fatih. The rest, it will be too complicated for you. But if you've been to this city many times, of course, you can go to other places like Beşiktaş, Karakoy, Eminönü, whatever you want to go to. But if it's your first time, just stay within Laleli, Beyazid, Sultan Ahmed, Aksaray. Even Aksaray, I wouldn't advise if it's your first time, but I go to Aksaray almost every time. People say it's ghetto, but it's because there's so many like immigrants, but it's a nice place. It's not a bad place, and it's cheap. It's affordable. So yeah, if you come to Istanbul, and the other important thing, if you're coming to Istanbul for the first time, don't come through Sabiha unless you're okay. Like, if for example, because I do not expect you as the first time as a tourist in this city to stay on the Asian side of Istanbul, because it's very local, it's very like it's just the local people who live there. There is touristic things to do in on the Asian side of Istanbul, but the majority of the people don't come there. So there's two airports in Istanbul. If you're coming to Istanbul, choose Istanbul International Airport. Do not go to Sabiha Gökçen Airport, because you will spend, first of all, too much time coming to the European side, and then too much money with the taxi, and then you're new in the country, it will be very confusing. So I advise you, if you're coming to Istanbul, come through Istanbul Airport, and it is easy for you like to come. And apparently since I came, the rates have gone up every year in this country. Things go up, like they go up. My bus fare has gone up, the taxi fare has gone up. So I think last year when I was leaving, it was around, I think, 30 or 32, the beginning, like when you start the trip, but now it's like 42. So bear in mind that every year in Turkey things go up, because the dollar is going up every time. Last year December it was 35, now it was 36 point something. So yeah, that's those are two things. Another thing, okay, maybe more than two things, but another thing is language. Know that in Istanbul or Turkey, the reason actually I say touristic areas, because most of the people, they're like the Turkish people who own businesses there, they try to speak English. They speak English, German, Spanish, Arabic, because those are the major tourists, and they try to speak English because a lot of people come there. So in those places, you'll barely maybe find language barrier, barely, you know. But if you say the wholesale area, the wholesale market, like Gunguren, Meritor, those places, people don't speak English. Even the shop owners, mostly they speak Turkish and Arabic. For some reason, they speak Arabic most of the time, and Most of the time they have like Syrian employees, so they speak Arabic to Arab customers, because sometimes most of the Arab people, they come and buy in those areas, especially if you're selling something that a lot of Middle East people wear. So yeah, language, you have to know that language is a barrier in this country. You have to psychologically prepare yourself to, like, be frustrated if someone doesn't respond to your question or doesn't understand what you're doing. So learn to be patient. So I've mentioned where to stay, where to fly in, the language. What else? I'm trying to read from my computer. I need to bring this computer close to me because I can't see anything. Anyway, so what I was trying to say is, most of the wholesale markets in Turkey are in residential places. So if you're coming to Istanbul and you're familiar with the city and you don't want to do any touristic activities, you can stay in those areas. For example, you can look for a hotel in Gungaren, hotel in Merter, hotel in Bayrampaşa, hotel, I don't know, in Başakşehir. You can look for hotel in those areas. If you have no business wanting to do any touristic activities or to see Istanbul, but if you want to see Istanbul and you also want to shop, just stay within Fatih district. So that's one thing you need to know. Most of these wholesale places, they're located in residential areas, in residential districts. What else? Okay, so let's get into one thing. When you're flying to Istanbul, when you're coming to Istanbul, strictly to, I think for both. If you're coming for personal shopping and you're coming for like wholesale shopping, carry money. However much money you are allowed to carry through the airport, carry, because if you come and you start paying through MoneyGram, I don't know, it's very difficult. Believe me, it's very difficult. Sometimes clients have to send me money through my Turkish bank account, then I have to withdraw through the bank, then pay these people. And Turkish people don't play with money. The wholesale market, they like money, they like cash. So I would advise, if you can carry money, carry however much money you can carry. If you're also doing like personal shopping, same. Okay, personal shopping, maybe you can pay with the card like at the malls, but it's good to have cash because they like cash. So that's one thing you need to know. And then if we get into the business of now buying, you need to know one thing. A lot of clients, when they come here and I take them around through the markets, they always ask, I cannot buy one piece. No, you can't. You cannot buy one piece. In the wholesale market, the minimum you can buy is one series, meaning one series has, it's one packet with same design, same color, just different size. Unless it's hijab, like the scarves in the scarf market, maybe it's like one, you can pick one, but like say they will tell you to pick like 50 hijabs or 10 hijabs or 12 hijabs, but you cannot in the like clothes market. It's very difficult, it's very rare, unless it's winter, then they will be selling like one piece of like woolen clothes. That's wholesale. It's very rare, but most of the time wholesale, strictly wholesale, they sell strictly series. But you can buy, let's say, this series from this store, this series. You don't have to buy like 20-30 series. Only maybe in specific situations where like for example, the baby clothes market, they will tell you have to buy stuff worth $300. You understand? So always put that in mind when you're coming to buy wholesale in Turkey. What else? Mm, the most important thing is also season. A lot of customers, they come here, they want to buy stuff for like summer, and then they come here during winter. You will not find summer clothes in winter. So always you have to know in Turkey, for example, right now it's February 2025. Right now, I haven't been to the market. I just came from Kenya. The last time I was in the market, it was winter. But I think from 20th, they've started changing to like spring and summer. So if you come March, April, May, June, July, it's gonna be summer, 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 and then September, October, November, December is gonna be fall and winter. You have to know that. So they sell according to seasons. If you come here during winter looking for summer clothes, you will not find. If you're coming here during winter looking for during summer looking for winter clothes, you will not find. So bear that in mind. What else? Oh, the most important thing also is about tax. In Turkey, you have to pay tax. So, for example, if you're going to the wholesale market and you buy something, if you want like a proper invoice, you have to pay the tax. If you don't want an invoice, it's okay. For example, they will tell you this abaya is like $20 without tax. If you want with tax, you'll pay $21. So I think the tax here is a bit high, maybe like 10%. I'm not sure, but the tax is a bit high in Turkey. So you will pay. I think it's high for the locals in the like the life, but I think in the wholesale market it's 10%. I always find it 10% because even when you go to the furniture market, you pay 10% of what you are buying. So unless you really want the invoice, then you pay. If you don't need the invoice, you don't need to pay. So they will ask you, do you need fatura? Fatura istiyor musun? Fatura istiyor musun means, do you want invoice for the cargo? Because they're not the ones who are sending. They can sell you with or without the invoice. But if you're sending to a cargo and they need an invoice, you need to pay for that. Otherwise, you can also pay at the cargo. I always advise the customer, if you cannot pay here, you can pay. If you didn't pay here, we can pay at the cargo if you want an invoice. But there's some cargos who don't even need an invoice. They will send it to you without invoice, unless you want it like clean. For example, that my customers in US, they always say we want to do like clean business, like proper, like everything right. They pay the taxes. Okay, fine, no problem. So that's about taxes. Let me mention the last thing. Maybe I'll do a part two. But this is the other thing is the cargo. A lot of people also ask me about the cargo. If you are buying, if you are sending, cargos. The good thing about Turkey is in a very good geographical place or position. That means we can send goods to America, Europe, Canada very quickly. Except maybe for Australia. Australia is a bit too far. But Canada, America, US, and even Africa, it doesn't take so much long. In America, maybe 2 days. So it depends. When you ask me prices about cargo, you have to tell me where it's going to, like the country. It depends. But I think the cheapest probably is UK because it's nearer. So yeah, when it comes to cargo, it will depend with where the goods are going to. So I think I've mentioned some, maybe I will say some important aspects to keep in mind when you're coming to buy wholesale in Turkey. Yeah, if I remember others, how I'm going to remember is I'm going to go to your comments because you ask so many questions in the comments, but I don't respond. I am so sorry because I have to think too many things, too many social media accounts. And I'm too lazy to respond to a lot of messages, but I'll go and read them and extract any questions so that I can answer them. And this video is actually, I wanted to do it for one client who commented on my video and I said I was going to do it. I'm really sorry if you're watching this. I could not do it, and I hope you came to Istanbul and you managed and you were able to find what you wanted to find. So yeah, as always, the most important thing, actually, I should have started with this actually. The most important thing is, personally, I only offer shopping services. Number one, if you come to Turkey, you have to inform me in good time so that I can help you if you want my services. My services include me taking you around and showing you the stores and helping you. For those who I have done business with, they know I literally spend the whole day with you. Your besties, in short, like the whole day I spend with you. And if you want me to buy for you, you send me money. I can guide you on where to send money. You send me money, I will shop with you. So when you send money, we will go. I'll put you on video call. We will buy together throughout the time. So yeah, it's simple in words, but in reality, it's not simple. It's very difficult. It's a very difficult job. But the most important thing about my job is I love meeting you guys, and I actually love meeting you guys because I have friends everywhere now from the world. I have friends from America, from UK, from Canada, from India, from Nigeria. That's one thing that excites me. That's one thing I love about my job. And very soon I'm gonna quit this job actually because I want to sell for you guys also. I want to do my own personal things. Allahu alam. And also I'm planning to move to Dubai if everything goes well. So take advantage of me while I'm in Turkey. The day I will not be here, don't call me. Don't call me. I'll not be here. Don't call me, please. But anyways, I really hope this video was very helpful and very informative. And I'll see you outside. I'm gonna shoot for you guys the new summer collection. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And to my new subscribers, thank you, welcome. Subscribe, and also the notification bell. Just click on it so that when I post a new video, you're gonna see it on your notifications. And maybe it's something that you're looking for to buy in Istanbul. And yeah, just know that when you come to Istanbul, you'll have a great time if you're with me. If you come alone, you're on your own. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye. Ma salama.